What's going on YouTube? It's Jesse coming back to another video. In this video, I want to talk about cold outreach versus freelance websites. Before we dive in, if you're brand new to the channel, make sure you book a free call below. We'd love to chat with you about potentially enrolling into our HFM program where we will micromanage you start to finish, making sure you don't make dumb mistakes along the way so that we can get you to your first client as fast as possible. You get 6 months direct access to me. It's literally ridiculous at this point. Probably gonna shorten it up soon. But for right now, it's 6 months. You get direct access to me to make sure we get you results. As long as you put the work in, we will get you results. If you're someone that doesn't want coaching, which there are people out there that are still dabbling in deciding if this is what the road they want to take, then recommend you get into our free Facebook group below where you can network with people that are on the same path as you, trying to achieve financial freedom, where they can work from anywhere in the world, make as much money as they want, within reason obviously, make as much money as they need, and be free. Be free of a boss, be free of the 9-to-5 grind, wake up when they want, go to sleep when they want. That's all part of being a freelancer. Anyway, do you go the cold outreach method or do you go the Fiverr method? Fiverr is just one example. Now there is actually a lot of freelancing websites out there. You might actually be surprised. Not just Fiverr, there's a lot of other ones. And as a beginner, I don't think you should throw out anything. Now, if you don't have the time, then obviously you have to pick one or the other, the outreach or the freelance websites. But if you have the time, why not do it all? You can be cold outreaching. And I said in 2 videos ago, I talked about cold outreaching. You can go watch that video. How to get your first 2K per month retainer. You can be cold emailing, cold DMing. And then in parallel to all that, you go and do freelance websites, which is basically you post what kind of work you're willing to do, and people come to you and pay you up front to do the work, and then they leave you a review after you do it. They also, the actual freelance website, you only will take a cut, so you don't make as much money. There's a lot more competition on these sites as well. That is a downside, but it's money, right? So everyone's got to start somewhere, and you can eventually raise your rates on the freelance website and start killing it that way as well. I know people literally making multi-6 figures a year on literal freelance websites. Just stick with it long enough. But what I would recommend if you're brand new, do them both in parallel. Be cold outreaching and putting up jobs on freelance websites. And don't be super picky either. There's so many gigs on these websites that are completely, they'll blow your mind. How simple they are to learn, and you can just become a competitor now. Yeah, there might be 10 other people offering the same offer. So what? Post it. It's passive income. Eventually you'll get an order. The website will post your thing above everyone else's for whatever algorithm reason. Take it. You might have a better brand on that freelancing website than someone else. You might look more put together and you'll get the work even though you have the same exact price. So I wouldn't look at the competition. I wouldn't look at the price. Yeah, obviously you got to price yourself reasonable, but it's all about your brand on these websites. Start building it, put in that time, and eventually it'll be passive income. People will be ordering from you every single day, and you won't have to do any cold outreach because it'll all be coming to you on autopilot. But if you don't have time to wait and you need money ASAP, then you want to start outreaching as well. You want to go out there and get the money, right? You don't want to wait around. This is exactly what I said 2 videos ago about waiting around. A lot of you guys are trying to wait around for work. Work doesn't come to you by magic. You have to go out and get it by either outreaching or putting a ton of work online, and then eventually people will start ordering it. I remember my drop shipping days. Literally, it was just all day listing items, right? All day. You're not talking about ad dropshipping where you run ads. I'm talking about eBay, Amazon, all that. So you have to literally just keep listing. And then all of a sudden, you get an order on a random item you listed 2 days earlier because you have so many items listed. Same thing with this freelancing stuff. You can just list a ton of different services you'll offer, and eventually one of them's going to stick for some dumbass reason. It's just so random. Just do it though. Eventually, you'll get a hit. That specific post will beat someone else's post. You'll have a better price. You'll have a better brand. That specific person likes you better because of your brand, and they order from you. It's just all random. You shouldn't let these little things get in your way. Oh, there's too much competition. Oh, I can't charge that high. All the competitors are charging lower. It's all dumb excuses. You just keep listing, collecting data. It's all about collecting data. See what works, throw out what doesn't. See what works, throw out what doesn't. And eventually, you're at 6 figures a year, working fully remote. It's that simple. So again, would I do outreach or, these freelance websites if I was starting out brand new? The answer is I would do both. Do both and see which one gets you the best results. If they're both killing it for you, then keep doing them both. If one of them takes off, the other doesn't, then you can invest all your time into that one thing. But try both, because some of you are going to be better for outreach, some of you are going to be better for having the work come to you, which you don't make as much, especially starting out, but eventually you can grow it into something where it makes you a lot of money. Again, make sure to book a free call below if you'd like to chat with me or one of my team members about potentially enrolling into the HFM mentorship program, where again, we will micromanage you start to finish until you land your first client. You get 6 months direct access to me, and I will literally nitpick anything you want. You just got to hit me up. And then if you want to join a free Facebook group, join your tribe essentially of people that want to get the hell out of their jobs and experience financial freedom, fire their boss, then get into our free Facebook group below. Would love to see you inside there. And that's it for this video.